Okay, guys, so first off, we just want to welcome you to this call. Thank you for jumping on this. Thank you for jumping on this Mastermind Boss Babes call. Whatever brought you here, just like that you were curious, you wanted to know more, you've talked to me or Bree or, Kelly, any of these girls, if you've talked to them and you've been really interested, we're going to go over all of those questions today. And we're going to kind of go over the entire point of this mastermind and what you can expect to get out of this mastermind. And so, yeah. Anyway, and so I want to introduce myself. My name is Kaylee McGee, and I'm part of this mastermind as well as one of my really good friends, Bree. She wants to introduce herself.
Yeah, I'm Bree, and I'm also part of this mastermind. And we kind of just got a big group of us together and really kind of made this brain baby, and I'm so fired up about it. So we're going to kind of break it down and tell you all the things.
Yes. So, the whole purpose of this mastermind, we started doing these Boss Babe events. Well, we started doing these Dreamer events a little bit ago, where we would get like a group of girls together because me and Brie ourselves are very always been very driven and had a lot of goals and a lot of plans and have been big dreamers, have big things that we want to accomplish and we want to do. And so because of this, we started doing these Dreamer events where we were like, you know what? It's really hard to make friends, and it's hard to make friends that are ambitious and that get the same thing that you're trying to get and are going to help you to do that. And we've always been able to have each other and other people, but we're we want to put together these dreamer events where people can come and they can learn and they can just feel inspired and they have a core group of people around them that are going to help them get to where they want to go. And so we started with those dreamer events, and then it kind of turned into our Boss Babe brunches, where we would bring in speakers and we'd get a bunch of girls together and talk about, entrepreneurship and just big dreams and things that they wanted to do. And people were able to network and make friends and all of that. And so it was really, really cool. So it started with these Boss Babe brunches, but then from there we wanted to take it further. We wanted to be able to actually make these dreams happen and make these things happen. We wanted to take the way we were feeling and translate it into everything we were doing.
Yeah. So I guess the reason I really wanted to start this, I guess my reasoning for kind of joining in on this whole idea was about a year ago, I dropped out of college to pursue blogging, which was super hard, super scary, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I really felt everybody around me was kind of a naysayer. All they did was kind of remind me that I should be back in college, and that's not where I wanted to be. I was pursuing my dream. And I guess with all this doubt around me, it was really hard to not get in my own head about it. And then when other people doubted me, and then when I was having hard times, and I kind of just started to doubt myself. And I felt if I would have had a community like this, I would have been able to move so much further, so much faster. And so I guess for me, that's why I'm 100% let's do this, because I feel whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, those dreams will start right here, and we'll all be able to help each other get to where we want to go.
Absolutely. Yes. And so I think that it's so important just to surround yourself with positive, amazing people, because if I we've talked about this, but if I would have had a group like this, a group of girls that were dedicated to helping me accomplish my dreams, I can't imagine where I would be, I can't even imagine how much further my goals would have, the things I would have accomplished, if they're the places I would be. And so because of that, we started this mastermind. And so I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see. Hopefully you guys can see my screen, and I'll try to make it as big as I possibly can. But this is our Boss Babe Mastermind. So we came up with this idea where we were we want intentional dreamers, people that have big goals for 2019, but are so set on making them happen, no, I'm going to get in shape. I am going to start my own business. I'm going to do these things. And I need that group. I need that accountability in order to get this done. And so we've got this down, if you're ready to make a commitment, if you're intentional, if you're really you're serious about this, then this is where you need to be. And so I don't know, and so Brie, you want to talk about kind of what dreams and stuff this encompasses with the mastermind?
Yeah. So basically the Boss Babe Mastermind is for anybody who's trying to make money or trying to get in shape, or who's trying to kind of create a brand for themselves, or kind of really pursue that dream that they've always had, despite what they think the salary might be, to just be able to live out your dream regardless of what that dream is. And then being able to live a healthy lifestyle, bettering your life, and then being surrounded by an amazing community of women who are all striving to do the same thing and supporting each other along the way. So I guess that's like why we really wanted this, is because that basically is everybody. Everybody is trying to accomplish something, and we can all come together on that same drive and really help each other to get to where we want to go.
Mm-hmm. And we feel like if you build it, like, people will come. Like, if you give people all the tools that they need, like if you provide them and serve with like an environment and a community and, like everything that they like, goal setting and intentional setting, like all of these different things, like you'll make it happen. Like, it'll happen. It won't even be like a if, it will be like, it's going to happen. And so that was one of our things. We're like, hey, people like set all these goals all the time. Like, people are very goal oriented on their own, but how amazing would it be if they were part of a group where they were able to set these goals and able to like really work towards those. And so just like Bree said, if you have goals for like getting in shape, making money, like, like starting a business, whatever it is, like this is it. This is where you want to be. So that kind of brings back to our like different aspects of the Boss Babe Mastermind. So one of the Boss Babe Masterminds and so forth is like to kind of give you an idea of what's going to happen in the mastermind. So and so forth, there's a couple of aspects. There is Boss Babe Mind, Boss Babe Body, and then like Boss Babe Dream, and they all come together and they all play like crucial parts and so forth in what it is that we're doing.
Yeah. So the Boss Babe Mind, is obviously the intellectual aspect of it, but this part kind of encompasses goal setting and really like intentionally making your dreams happen. It's providing you with the skills that you need to expand your business and giving you the tools that you need to drive traffic to your blog or whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's just intense goal setting to get you from start to finish, because a dream is just, goals are just dreams put into action. And so as we really come together on that idea, we can really help each other to pursue our dreams. So basically, how we're going to accomplish this is every week we'll have weekly Zoom calls like this, and we'll kind of talk about different elements that'll help us. So we'll talk about, our goal setting, and we'll have books that we're all going to be reading. And we'll have guest speakers on some of these Zoom calls who are experts in their field, who can teach us things that we just don't know where to find the resources for. We'll have an exclusive Facebook group with content coming out every single day so that you know kind of what to do next, or what to do if you're stuck, or if you're in a rut, or if you're in one of those kind of lull moments where you're doubting yourself. We want this group to be very supportive so that if you are having a rough day, you can reach out to any one of us and we'll help you. Or if you're needing, like, if you're starting your own company and you need models to model whatever you're selling, like, that's what this group is. It's just a group of amazing friends who are trying to help each other to do what it is that we love. So we'll have monthly events. And for people who are out of state, we'll have bigger quarterly events that we can all kind of meet up for. So there'll be like fun cabin getaways and weekend trips, stuff like that, where it is more than just a virtual relationship that we have with these people. It'll be very much like personal. We'll get to know each other on a very personal level and have one-on-one trainings where we can really help you map out everything that you're trying to accomplish. So when you first sign up, that's the first thing that we'll do is we'll get your information in Google, what's the word I'm looking for?
The Google form or Google form. Yes.
Yeah, in the Google form. Yeah. So we'll get your information in the Google form, and then after that, we'll give you a call. And we'll just make sure that this is right for you. We don't want to make anybody do anything they don't want to do. But if you're ready to take your dreams on, like, this is the time to do it. So during this call, we'll kind of map out what it's going to take for you to get to A to B. So this will be super helpful for you. And throughout the whole entire year, we'll really be able to give you intentional goals and give you the tools that you need to be able to accomplish whatever it is. And we'll figure it out together.
Yes, I love that. Well, like if you guys are familiar with masterminds, like I mean, millionaires like are a part of masterminds. Like that's the kind of people who do masterminds. Like extremely successful people are a part of brain trusts or masterminds. And like they pay a lot of money to be a part of a mastermind because it's like there's so much knowledge that's going into a mastermind, like so many connections, so much networking. Like if you want to take yourself to the next level and you're serious about that, you need a mastermind. You need a group and server that's going to get you there and that's like committed to you as well. And so everything that Bree said, I just like second all of that and server. So that will be included in the Boss Babe Mastermind, like an exclusive Facebook group, like one-on-one mentoring. We're going to have like a book club going on. We're going to have exclusive events, like all sorts of different things, everything that we can give you so that you can succeed. Like everything that we can like possibly like support you in, we want to do that. Like that's where our dream comes true, by helping you with your dreams. And so that's kind of the purpose of the whole mind aspect, is making sure that we're like getting you in the right mindset to believe that this is possible. So that's really crucial too. And then the knowledge that will be gained alone in that is like priceless. Like that is something that like the things that will be said, the things that will be recorded, the calls, and like all the one-on-one support that we're going to be doing, that's going to be awesome. We want it to be so worth it. The other aspect is Boss Babe Body. So we wanted this mastermind to be so balanced, and we wanted this to have a backbone, because here's the thing is when your body doesn't feel good, when you don't feel good and you don't feel 100% you because of the body that you're in, or because you're trying to have more energy, you're sick, like whatever it is, you can't go after your dreams. You can't fuel your dreams because your body's not fueled. So because of that, we were like, there needs to be this fitness aspect. There needs to be this like aspect where people can feel good. And so because of that, we have this whole health body challenge going on at the same time. So it's like healthy like goals, like what are your fitness goals? And like whether that's to lose weight or whether that's just to like have more energy and feel better, like that kind of thing. We just want to take care of you. And so because of that, we're going to be doing a system called Isogenics. And it is these shakes that are meal replacement shakes and also cleanses. And it's nutritional cleansing and with all like also giving your body everything it needs. And so the way it works is you get 62 meal replacements, and then we'll be doing full meal plans. And then you do 2 shakes a day, whether that's, you're trying to lose weight and or you're just trying to like feel better. You do 2 shakes a day, one morning, one night. And then we all do cleanses and 4 times a month and we're all together. Like that's how we're doing it, is to support each other, that kind of thing. Their cleanse is amazing. I know that for me, I got sick like a little bit ago. Like I got sick like 6 months ago, and I didn't know what was wrong. I had to go to the doctor. All of this, like just a big, big thing. And they literally told me, they're like, your body's not healthy. Like you're not taking care of yourself. And so because of that, it was affecting other things. It was affecting the way that my personality and my my drive, everything was slowed down because my body was. And so that's where we're like, you know what, this needs to be included. So with the Boss Babe Body, it's going to be, group workouts and stuff, or like meal replacements. There's a fitness tracker that helps you like track everything that you're doing. So it's like tracking you and stuff as well. And then also just like Facebook support and like all of us doing this together. And so, I mean, people join all the time. They're like, oh, I'm going to join like a gym. I'm going to join like a health club, like all of this. But after like a couple of weeks, it's like kind of like spins off, And so because of that, we're like, if people are a part of Mastermind where they're coming to really take themselves to the next level, then like that should be in every aspect of their life. And so we want to be fueling you with what you need. And for us, this system is amazing. And so that is an aspect of it. And that's kind of the backbone of our system too, is like you're doing it because you're trying to take care of yourself, like body, mind, like everything. And so that is the Boss Babe Body. And then obviously we like the Boss Babe like dream, like we've talked a lot about that, but like your dreams are the essence of this. Like that is going to be your fuel. That's going to be your why. Like, and we want to write those things down with you. We want to like be like, hey, what do you want to accomplish this year? Where do you want to see yourself in a couple of years? Like what do you want to do with your life? Like we're all young. We're all in our like early 20s for the most part. Like all of us have so much potential and so many things that we can do and so many people we can help. And so because of that, like putting all of our minds together and like having this giant brain trust where like we can come together and have these amazing conversations and like talk about these cool books that we're all reading together and this cleanse that we're all doing together and like feel good, like that's unstoppable. Like that's something that is game changing. And like, you'll look back and be like, oh my gosh, like that was something that I was so proud to be a part of, and so like glad I invested in, because I invested in myself. And so that's kind of our like success squad. I love that. Like, I just saw it as like success squad, and so we're like, we are coming together to be successful. And so if you're serious about what you want to do, or you have no idea what you want to do and you need to figure that out, then guess what? You just partnered with people who are going to help you figure it out and are going to help you take you to the next level, that kind of thing. So that's what this is really all about.
Exactly. And it's gonna be work from you. Like, we're expecting that. If you want to see results, you have to put in the work. It's gonna, it's gonna take effort, and it's gonna take your time, because I mean, actually putting your dreams into action isn't going to be an easy process. But the whole idea of the Boss Babe Mastermind is to ease that process and to help you along the way, and to give you the connections that you may need to be able to help you finally go after what you've always been wanting to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So last thing I will say is, in order to sign up, you have to fill out the form, the Google form. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Google form, and basically it'll just ask you a few questions. We just want to make sure that you're on the same page, that you get the whole purpose and intent of this. So there'll be a few questions about like your background and your dreams, and I guess like how we can really help you, and what really kind of sparked your interest with this whole mastermind idea, and how you think it can really change your life. So after this, we will kind of send you guys all a link, and then you can fill this form out if you guys are still interested, and then we'll go from there and have our one-on-one calls with you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then Makia asked the question, and so very fairly, she asked about, and so very, like, is there certain portions of the Boss Babe like mastermind that you can be a part of, and certain portions not? And so she was asking specifically, like about like she wants to be a part of the mind, but then like what about the body? Like if you're already like taken care of. So with the way that our mastermind works is it's kind of all together. Like it's gonna be like an all in one, like all for one kind of thing. And so like we can adjust different things. Like everyone's different. Like everyone's body's different. Everyone like has different health goals, like all of that. And we can talk and Zipper with you a little bit more about that. But for the most part, and Zipper, like we're doing this all together. Like we want to be doing like the whole thing, or like it doesn't really work in Zipper the same way that we wanted to. And so, so like we want to be doing this all together, just because they all play off of each other, and we're going to be talking about those things and like that kind of thing. But obviously, we can like tweak things and make things work and Zipper for certain people and all of that, right? One other thing I wanted to tell you guys about too is we want to share this mastermind. Like we don't want this. I mean, obviously we're kind of, like we have an application. We want this to be, people who are serious about this, but at the same time, like the more the merrier. Like we want to help as many girls as we can. Like we want people to be a part of this mastermind, like that are all over the country and that are, like are dedicated to this and really want to grow this. There are ways to be able to grow this mastermind in order to be able to be really beneficial for you too. By sharing this mastermind, you can actually this is the only mastermind I've ever heard of that pays you back. And so the way that we partnered this in Zipper is you can actually get paid back by sharing this mastermind with other girls and with other people and building within this mastermind. And we'll go into more detail about that, but like you can definitely in Zipper, if you share this mastermind and you share what it is that we're doing, it can pay you back to be in this mastermind. So that's really awesome as well. And that's kind of an aspect to it and that's really different. And that like if you're worried about the initial investment, you're worried about spending the money, I promise you can make that back and then some and then more. And so if that's something that you want to talk about, that's something we can talk about on the one-on-one call, and we can kind of like tell you about how that works. But yeah, there's really a lot of options in Zipper for you if you're interested in that. And if you're worried about the cost or anything like that, there's a lot we can do, guys. It's really awesome. So, yes.
Does anybody have any other questions? We can go ahead and take off your like muting buttons if you guys have questions.
I'm just gonna unmute everybody who wants to be unmuted. Anybody have any questions for the chat or like just for us, like anything like that? If people are wondering about the cost, so normally it is
Isogenic. And the, sorry, were you saying something?
Oh no,
Okay. Anyways, so the company that we're partnering.
Oh, there she is.
Awesome, you're back. Welcome. Okay, so we're talking about the reason why we decided to partner with Isogenics.
Okay.
So basically, Isogenics is just a really great company that has a lot of amazing products with Nobel Prize winning research behind it. So I personally, I don't know if you guys know any of my past, but I struggled with an eating disorder. And so for me, coming to really have a healthy relationship with food was so important for me. And I know that you are able to have that healthy relationship if you're getting all the food and all the vitamins and all the nutrition that you need. And so for me, a full meal replacement is able to give you all of that and then some. And so I think it's so important to be able to be on this plan. But of course, there's other ways, like you were saying how you're a personal trainer. So that's so awesome. But for me, this was like a really big part and a really big push because I think that's super important to get your health right.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Sorry, I'm like still in my gym clothes. I'm like,
no, we can't. You're so good. You're on it. And if anything, this would be like something really good for you. Like it goes right along with what you do. Like it goes right along with your lifestyle, you know, like if you're already like in fitness and that's something that you believe in, then like this mastermind as well as like Isogenics is something that like for us, like it fit really well into what we were doing and how we wanted to like do this. And so we were like, yes, like let's be a part of this. Isogenics and Sever is a company as well, and like one of the other reasons we decided to partner with them was
awesome. You ladies are.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Sorry, yeah, you like cut out for a second, so
no,
I thought you were done.
Sorry, it keeps like doing that. You're good. I was just gonna say though that like Isogenics and Sever is also like there's a company and there's a way to build within Isogenics, and so because of that, like that's how we can like when we talk about how you can be paid back to be in this mastermind, you can be paid back to be in this mastermind because of Isogenics. Like, and that's what's so cool is like at the end of the day, like we all need a vehicle to get to our dreams. Like, you know, like I'm like, hey, I want to go travel the world. I want to go do all these things, but your girl's got to have funds. Like there's got to be money going in the bank for me to do that. And so I was like, I need to find a vehicle. So we partnered our mastermind with a company like Isogenics because we knew that there's ways to build and there's ways to get paid back in that, and that these girls and everyone that's in with this, the way we're building is through a mastermind, but there is a way for them to be paid back for their dreams and be able to have the, you know, the potential and to earn really good money and to be able to do their dreams because they have the income to support it. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. Cool. Thanks, ladies.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Does anybody else have any other questions or anything like that? We had a couple people join on just barely. Welcome if you just got here.
Welcome. We did record this call, so if you missed it, we're happy to send it to you so you can watch it back.
Yes. And then also, so if you're interested in this, we'll send you guys all this Boss Babe Mastermind application. And you can just fill this out and just kind of see where you're at. Honestly, like this is going to be something that's really cool and like really like you should take a look at. Like I know that life is busy and like all of us are in school, we're all working, we're trying to figure it out. But if you're looking ahead at your future and what you want to do and you're not really quite sure, but you know that you want to do big things and that you do have big dreams and you want to go after that, then this is a really good place to start. This is a really good place to start, like writing those down and have people around you and making those connections and start building something that will last you forever, like that can last you so long. And so the knowledge that you can gain in this group, as well as just like the beneficial, like the aspects of it are so cool. And I don't think I've heard of anything else going on like this. Like I haven't seen any other mastermind groups or any other like really big things popping up like this. So this is different. This is a one of a kind. And it's because the way that we're doing this. And so if you feel something with you, like if you're excited about this, then we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to like have you part of this group. So yes, absolutely.
And you never know who could be the key to your success. So by joining this, you never know the people that you could meet and the networking opportunities that you have, or if somebody has something to share that maybe you didn't know that really opened a door for you. And same goes for the opposite. You never know who you could help and who could benefit from the knowledge that you have. And so by combining our brains together and really trying to support each other, we're able to accomplish everything that we are setting out to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if anybody has any other questions, I think we're going to kind of wrap it up, but we'll send you out the link if you're interested. I think that this is really, really powerful and really, really cool. And we're going full force with this. So just like Bree said, you never know who you can meet along the way. You never know who you can help. Like there are other girls around you who have big dreams and are looking for something like this, and you could bring this to them, and like that could change their life. And so if you're interested, you feel something about this, you want to know more, have a one-on-one call with me and Bree, let's do it. Let's make it happen. And so, yes, guys, thank you guys so much for being on the call today. Perfect. Okay, all right, I think we're going to close things up, and so if we don't have any more questions, but thank you guys for being on, and we'll put this out into first recording and let us know how you think. Perfect. Bye, guys.